Hi there, welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. We are tackling the effectiveness of summer duct cleaning for a home with air conditioning. I'm Tammy from Acclaimed Heating, Cooling and Furnace Cleaning.
And I'm Kevin from Acclaimed Heating, Cooling and Furnace Cleaning.
And welcome and thank you for joining us today. Kevin, you ready for the question?
I'm ready.
The Dear Keven question is a letter that we tackle once a week from a client that would help solve an issue. And luckily it works out to be seasonally effectiveness in time. So,
yeah.
All right, here we go, Kevin. It's signed, is it all in my head?
All in their head.
Okay.
Okay.
Dear Kevin, lately we've noticed a large amount of dust in our home and it's starting to affect the air quality. We usually get duct cleaning done in the fall, so we're not sure if we should wait until then or get it done now. Are there any advantages to getting it done in the fall as opposed to summer, or is that just a weird routine I've made up for myself? Signed, is it all in my head?
Well, it's not all in your head, but there's different ways of doing things that are equally effective. And if you're a person who has allergies in the household or any environmental factors that really require you to have the ducts cleaned every year, like us in our busy house, because the more you're in your house and use your house and live an active lifestyle, the more dust builds up in it. And getting it done in the summertime, I think, is perfect. And spring is wonderful as well. There's no time we can't do it. We even do it when it's minus 20 in January. But one of the things to know, which is the most common thing that people appreciate, is that in September or late August, that's when our duct cleaning division and department gets very, very busy.
Yep.
And so if you're having it done in the spring, it's not as busy. If you're having it done in the summer, you can really plan for it. You can knock that off of your list so you don't have to worry about that when the kids go back to school and all of that, the stuff that you're worrying about. And that's kind of the biggest thing our customers often appreciate.
Yeah, and I would say that duct cleaning, into kind of piggyback off what you're saying, supply and demand makes, there's often some better offers and promotions done in our off season.
This is true.
Now, a lot of people think about duct cleaning in the fall, and I believe it's because the furnaces historically, most people don't have their furnaces running 24/7 all year long,
Yep.
except for unless you have air conditioning or you use your summer switch.
Yeah. The summer switch.
The summer fan switch, is that what it's called?
Yeah, summer fan switch. People associate that with turning it on in the summer.
Right.
It's just because it runs your fan permanently. A lot of people do it all year.
So they have the airflow.
Yeah.
So the advantages of when getting your furnace and duct cleaning done in the summertime, I would say, is if you're running your furnace without the heat all year long with air conditioning, it makes no difference what time of year you get done.
No, it really doesn't make any difference at all. It's just important to keep the system clean so it's working optimally and you're keeping your air clean in your house.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of people think about getting it done in the fall because if they don't use their furnace 24/7, then when they put it on the fall, everyone gets that smell.
Right. Yeah.
And that's a trigger.
Yeah, we've been doing this now for 24 years or so, and there's always one day in the season, whether it's kind of in the middle of August if it's early, a lot of times it's kind of right around that September 1st date, where the phones just are ridiculous.
Yep.
And that's because a certain percentage of the people that have a house turn their furnace all on the same day.
Right.
So that's the first day that people have that burning smell because dust has rested on the parts that are getting hot.
Yeah, and I see Casey's wondering the same question. So Casey, there's your answer. You can get it done any time of year if you run, and there's no disadvantage or advantage to get it done in the fall, except for the advantage is that you're thinking about it. The disadvantage is that you probably have to wait longer to get it done. You may not be able to take advantage of some seasonal offers that happen in the off season. And taking advantage of getting your ducts cleaned earlier on or throughout the year makes you have the opportunity to take advantage of having fresh, clean air all year long.
Yeah, all year long.
Yeah, so yesterday we met with the trusted partners of the Acclaimed Homeowners Club, and it was really cool to get them all together and talk about what they're doing in their businesses and be able to offer some of their insights to each other, which is really cool. And we had a couple weeks ago, it was just last week, you had John from Liberty.
Yeah, last week we had John from Liberty.
Yes, and he sat with you and you asked him some questions. For the next month, we roll out some of the questions and answers that we have on his Q&A.
Yeah.
And he has a promotion that they've offered up, which is a gift card to Pampa
Brazilian Steakhouse, where you eat all you can eat meat.
That's right.
Yeah.
A carnivore's delight. Isn't that right? Yes. So
We should tell them that we came up with some clever wording.
Yes.
A carnivore's delight. What was it?
And that's it. That's
Oh,
it. Yeah.
okay.
So for you to participate in that, you like Acclaimed's Facebook page, you like Liberty's Facebook page, and I believe you tag a friend that you would like to go out for dinner with.
Yeah, that's probably a great idea.
And that we're going to do a draw at the end of the month, and it'll be really cool to see that.
Yeah.
We'll put a link in here for how to participate in the Acclaimed Homeowners Club, so you can see what trusted partners we have affiliated with the Acclaimed Homeowners Club. You can see what there's a great insight as to what services they offer and opportunities that you can have to take advantage of some really cool businesses doing some great work.
Yeah, absolutely. The great thing about the Acclaimed Homeowners Club, we had everybody here yesterday, is we have known these companies, worked with these companies a long time, and they share our commitment and our passion for customer service, and customer service.
Yeah. It seems like a great customer service is a bit of a dying skill.
Yeah, it is a little bit. I think the more that people are shopping online and not having to communicate with other people, I think that society generally is losing that a little bit in terms of people being able to deliver that. But what we find is that people want that at a very, very high degree, but is becoming a little bit less common for people to be able to find, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's okay, and it's really great, and it's cool to expect great customer service because your resources are valuable, and customers are very, very lucky to have you as a client. So.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
it. So we'll have a great weekend, and we will see you next week for the Acclaimed Homeowners or the weekly Facebook Live, and you can get to know John and Liberty throughout the next week, over the next month, and the weekly Facebook Lives and the question and answers.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thank you.